My name is James Sweet. Recently, I left my job as a software engineer working on the FAA's next generation air traffic control project to become the founder of N11. In an emergency, the N11 mobile application lets you alert nearby off-duty EMTs, medical personnel, and other nearby responders who can be at the scene in a matter of seconds. I recently witnessed a nearly fatal car accident involving a 90-year-old woman. She was rushed to the hospital, but long before the ambulance got there, bystanders were rushing to the scene to help. Two off-duty FBI agents directed traffic and called 911, while an off-duty doctor attended to the woman. Seeing people come together to help each other in such a critical situation inspired me to make N11, so that everyone can get the kind of care that this woman was unfortunate enough to need, but lucky enough to have. And here's how they get that care. You find yourself at an emergency. It may be your own, you may be a bystander coming across an emergency. Either way, you launch the N11 app to instantly and automatically alert all nearby responders. Then, you fill out a situation summary report, call 911, or both. When a responder receives an alert, they get your situation summary, as well as directions directly to you. And responders are a lot closer than you might think. Working across the street at a nearby office building, having lunch at a nearby restaurant, or just taking a stroll home, as was the case with new national hero and Mayor of Newark, New Jersey, Cory Booker. N11's impact is as obvious as it is far-reaching. From huge crowds such as concerts, sporting events, conferences, to large buildings like shopping malls or office buildings, everyday emergencies, or huge disasters, and even in ways you might not expect. While it's not a replacement for 911, every call that can be handled without the need of an ambulance or a dispatcher is one that frees up an ambulance to attend to an actual emergency. And lots of times, you don't need an ambulance, you just need to get to the hospital. Whether you're too sick to drive, too old, or you've been physically hurt. Or if you are uninsured and don't have $1,000 to spend on an ambulance. N11 has the potential to be as profitable as it is impactful. I'm currently exploring 4 different business models. Firstly, grants. For example, the Department of Veterans Affairs currently has several multi-million-dollar grants out to help veterans in medical emergencies, and the requirements for these contracts are to use mobile and cloud computing, both of which are utilized by N11. The second revenue model is charging for a premium version of the app, which allows for more customization, for instance, who you alert, what territory you patrol, and parameters like that. This will be useful for a makeshift life alert system, so that families can alert each other in case of an emergency, for event staff and security staff at large events who want attendees to be able to contact them, for office buildings that want to make N11 part of their emergency response plan, and for companies who want to sponsor premium white-labeled versions of N11, for example, AARP or insurance companies. The third business model is APIs. The market is currently flooded with tens of thousands of medical technologies and medical software, all vying to be the one-stop shop for the consumer. I've talked to some of these vendors, and many are interested in seeing N11's API be a part of their one-stop shop. Fourthly, donations are a potentially significant business model for N11. In 2008, there were over 240 million calls made to 911. That is a large amount of potentially very grateful users who would be willing to donate to N11. Emergencies happen every day, and oftentimes, help is right around the corner. With N11, everyone can be a hero.